Welcome back to another video from the CGT Network.
And thank you for liking and subscribing. This week we visited Cape Clear, which is Ireland's southernmost Gaeltacht island and has a population of about 100 people. We travelled to Cape Clear from Schull. We took the Cape Clear ferries, which is about 25 minutes from Schull by ferry, and it cost €25 per adult return, but all in was free.
As you can see, it gets quite busy. Luckily, we had booked our tickets in advance, so we definitely recommend that you do that. Arling was all excited about her trip on the ferry. As we head out of Schull Pier, the journey to the island takes on average about 20 minutes. As you can see here, we're looking very windswept.
Quite wind-burned. Arling was the only one who was, very nonchalant in her travel to the island.
Actually, a good thing to know is that you can get teas and coffees and even pints of Guinness on board. There's an on-board bar and toilet, which is always important. And now Cape Clear is coming to view. Very shortly, the ferry will be docking in the harbour. Actually, one other thing we forgot to mention earlier was that there's a population of about 100 people on the island, and that grows then in the summer with the arrival of Irish language college students.
Between the beautiful sunshine that met our arrival on Cape Clear and, as you can see, the beautiful waters, I was very, very sorry that I hadn't brought my swimsuit with me, as I would have loved to have gone in for a swim.
We've just arrived on the island now, and Alling is making herself feel at home. Alling is just checking in with the locals. We now have to figure out where we are and come up with a plan of what we want to do. How long was before the ferry was due to come back?
So we docked at just before 12 o'clock and the return flying back was 4:15, so we had just over 4 hours on the island to explore.
Checking out the function of my new camera and the local wildlife. Now here we are arriving at one of the most important buildings on the island. This is the local pub.
And I always like to check out the menu because, food is very important. After some discussion and some evaluation of the walking routes, we decided that we would walk to the lake as our first point of exploration and have a little picnic there.
As we figured out on the day, there was quite a lot of uphill, so just be aware of that when you do get to Cape Clear. There's a lot of hills to
Wear good shoes.
get over. Exactly.
Bring a bag for your puppy if she's old and needs to be carried a lot of the way.
Oh yeah, and definitely a packed lunch as well, because you will be out and about for quite a while. So just be warned and be ready for it. Basically, yeah. We had to make an emergency food stop. Somebody was getting low and they were getting, what's the word?
Hungry and tetchy.
Hangry.
And it wasn't me. And here comes one of the locals. And the lake now has just come into view, so we're going to have a picnic once we get to the lake. As you know, Alling is a somewhat older lady, so when she'd done her allotted walking for the day, Eldon kindly carried her in the backpack.
Alling is checking out what's available for lunch. Just be aware that that lake looks very deep, so recommendation is not to swim in it.
Yes, Eldon decided to test that theory by throwing a rock, and I think it's probably still sinking.
Somebody said that there was a ice cream available, but the only problem was it was it was at the top of the world. There was such a steep incline.
Yes, it's 3 days later and my legs are still sore.
The best thing about all the uphill was that there's an amazing view as you climb up the hill.
If you stop in exactly the right spot, you get the most amazing view of the Fascinet Lighthouse in the distance. Well worth the walk.
And again, luckily the day turned out to be very clear, very hot day, so there was views way off into the distance. It was amazing.
Once we received official confirmation from some other people who'd already been up there that there was in fact a man selling ice cream at the top of the hill, you can see that our speed increased significantly. The building in the distance is the Cape Clear Observation Tower. It was built in the early 19th century as part of the signal station system along the coast of Ireland, but obviously is now disused.
We were hoping to explore it, but it was just way too far away, and we had quite a lot of walking done at that point.
And it was very hot.
So the view in the camp was that enough is enough, and maybe do it the next time we get to the island.
And finally, all our hard work paid off. We reached the goat farm because we mentioned that the ice cream is made from goat's milk. And the great thing is there's this really nice man. So you open the gate, walk down the steps, tell him you want to buy ice cream. But before you buy the ice cream, he tells you to go and see the goats. So we got to go and see the goats, including an 8-day-old baby kid that was just so cute. It was Clarkson's farm in real life.
I think in this shot here, Arling is looking forward to the ice cream. I got strawberry flavour and Eileen got vanilla, but both were really delicious. After quite a lot of walking, a lot of ice cream, and
A lot of sweating.
we started making our way back down the hill with one destination in mind, and that was to the local pub. This is Cotter's Pub, and really nice location. The bar staff were really nice. We actually had food as well. We had chips, so it was a toasted sandwich. It was nice with the drinks, and it was great to sit down and chill out for a while before the ferry came back to collect us. We said goodbye to Cotter's and Cave Clare as we're just in time to make the ferry back to the mainland.
What we didn't show is that there is a lovely shop just next to the pub. It's a lavender shop and has produce from lavender grown on the island itself, and also lavender gin. We were so impressed with the island that we're already planning our next trip there. We've been looking at accommodation options. There's a glamping site, there's self-catering cottages, and a number of B&Bs. So hopefully we'll be back soon, and if you like and subscribe, you'll get to see our next visit to Cape Clear and other places. And if you've any suggestions about where you'd like us to travel to next, or some sort of mad cycle that you'd like to see Eldon do, or some particular musician or artist you'd like us to see, please drop any ideas you have in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to the CGT Network.